been ya? How's it going? I'm John, and this is Sweep, and welcome to the John and Sweep Show. Right, how you all doing? You all good, am ya? Have you had a good Easter? I still barely got rid of this cough, you know. Have you had a good Easter? I hope you have. And have you had a good bank holiday? You have had a good bank. We've been to Malvern, eh, we? You have, yeah, and check out my pictures on the Facebook if you want to. I mean, what have you been doing now? Hang on, let me guess. You're going to guess, I'm your Sweep. He's psychic, you know. You're gonna, right? What you reckon? I reckon you're right. I bet you 90% of folks from the Black Country, them who ain't gone abroad somewhere, have jumped in the car and they have gone, let me see, they've gone down to Stour Port, right? They've got the kids with them. They give them a bottle of pop and a bag of crisps and told them to bugger off. And then they've sat in the pub, or they've sat on the car park of the pub with the shirts off, trying to get a suntan, drinking pints all day. What you reckon? Yo, give me a thumbs up, drop it in the comments if you have done that, because I bet you they're allowed on you've done that today. You know, being bank holiday and all. Any roads, right now, what we're going to do is, it ain't really something different, but I'm going to do a lot more Black Country expressions. Now, if you're away from the Black Country, now, and you don't know what we're speaking about, so I've got to try and explain a few things, you know, a few lines that tells you what they means and stuff like that. We have, anyway, before I start, I want to show you this. Now, what you reckon to this? Now, this is a stone, right? And it's painted. Oh, yeah, you like it, do it? It's painted like a ladybird. Yep. Is that your new thing now? You like this, do you? You're going to take it. He's buggered off with it now. Actually, I was sold that on was it Sunday? I went to the Bric-a-Brac fair in Kimva, and there was this woman there. Her grabs out to me. Hang on, here's a business card, right? Her grabs out to me. I says, I knows you. I says, done you? I says, oh, you does the cut glass now here down Brit Lane? I says, I does. Now, her does pet portraits, but it also paints stones and stuff. And there's some nice stuff. I've got these stones painted like dogs and stuff. And her name's, when you give me a card, that's a laugh. Her name's Lynn Pebbles. I mean, that's a good name, that is. It reminds me of Pebbles out of, the Flintstones. Pebbles and Bam Bam. Anyhow, Jack, can look her up on Facebook, Lynn Pebbles, and it's from Brawley Hill. I said to me, I'm from Stourbridge. I says, no, you ain't. I'm from Brawley Hill here. I says, I am. Right, now, what we're going to do some expressions now. I think Wayne's going to come out with a fuster and he's going to tell us, he's going to tell it to us. So, Wayne, come up here.
Been you?
Been you to you. So, what's the first word?
The bagwash. See ya.
The bagwash. Right, do you know what the bagwash is, right? The other day, a couple of days ago, I went in the petrol garage over at Withymoor at Sainsbury's. And I goes in there, I says, I want a ticket for the car wash. Not the bag wash, the car wash. And the woman looks at me and goes, what's the bag wash? I said, do you know what the bag wash is? And there was a young wench working in there, who was only in her 20s, says, I knows what the bag wash is. So I made a video there and then asking folks if they knew what the bag wash was. Well, if you don't know what the bag wash was, the bag wash is the laundrette. So, if you say, oh, I've got some dirty clothes, I'm going up the bag wash, or a dirty sweep, you could do going up the bag wash, couldn't you? You know, you remember going up the laundrette when you was a kid, you know, you'd sit there and you'd be fascinated by the spin dryer watching your wife fronts going round and round and round, like that. I'm dizzy now. Right, anyway, that was the bag wash. And this woman wrote in and says, we used to have an auntie, and we used to call her Auntie Bagwash. I thought that was a Boston name, Auntie Bagwash. Now, I remember a friend of mine, when we was kids, he come out and told us this. Oh, we was in stitches, we was. He says, I've got an Auntie Fanny. We thought that was hilarious, and it was even funnier when he told me, he says, his Auntie Fanny and Uncle Dick. Sorry if you got a dirty mind, you'll get that in. Otherwise, you ain't going to get that in. And your bab. Don't you know what that is? Somebody goes, right, bab. How am you? You're right, bab. Has anybody called you that? Bab. Do you know what it means? Term of affection. You know, somebody says, all right, bab. Means they like you. It's kind of like a term of affection. Right, now, what we going to do here? Oh, right, the Brewers. The Brewers. Do you know what the Brewers is? Especially if you lived in an old terraced house. The Brewers is the back room, is the kitchen. You know, before it was a fitted kitchen, you know, you'd have the stove, a couple of cupboards in there, and the tin bath. Don't you remember the tin bath? I mean, you probably wouldn't, not unless you're pretty old. I mean, you know, you got to be over 60 or something probably to remember the tin bath. But they used to stick it on the floor and fill it full of hot water. You'd sit in there, especially I worked down the coal mine. Oh, you come home as black from head to toe. You get in there and you sit in there. My granddad used to say you'd sit in the tub and you could watch the mice running round. That was an experience, especially in the winter. Right, now, what we got? If you was in the kitchen then, right, if somebody goes to you, goes past the saucepan or the frying pan, what would they mean? Don't you know? The frying pan, or the frying pan. It's called a pan. And you can have eggs in the pan. As my granddad used to say, eggs in the pan spells John. I'm going a bit down memory lane here, right? Right. Tay towels, right? You know what tay towels are? Not tawny owls or barn owls, tay towels. You know, them things for washing up. You know what the washing up is, you know. It's that stuff that's left in the sink all the time and it starts growing dirt on it. It's like this bloke comes home from work and, no, was it? No, he's down the pub, that was it, you know. He goes to his mate, he says, you know what? He goes, my missus, her eye are filthy, or he goes, right, dirty cow. He goes, why is that? He says, you know, t'other night, he says, I comes home from the pub and I went to have a piss in the sink and it was full of dirty washing up. You like that one, did you? Right. Tay bags and a cup of tea. Right? Tay bags, tea bags, or a cup of tea. Cup of tea, yeah. Cup of tea, yeah. Cup of tea. Yeah, you like tea? No, you don't like tea. You like gin? Yeah, oh no, yeah. Right, now, where's you been? Now, if you're from outside the black country, and somebody comes up to you and says, where's you been? Don't reply like, well, it's on the yard with the recycling. It doesn't mean whereabouts is you been. It means where have you been? Where's you been? Yeah. We've been to Malvern anyway. That's where we've been anyway. Or, what's this here? I've been to the shops to do some shopping. Right? Means you've been to the shops to do some shopping, which I'm sure a lot of you out there have been doing today. My friend Ellen's just messaged me because it was telling me, he says, I've done, was it 3 weeks of shopping? You know, and there's got 3 weeks of washing to do and all. Right, well, I'm losing my track here. Oh, right, somebody says to you, he says, if you say, where have you been? And they says, I've been to the offie for some tinnies and some fags. Tinnies and fags, oh. Now, don't you know what I'm talking about, right? Well, if somebody says, I've been to the offie for some tinnies and some fags, it means they've been to the off licence for 4 cans of lager and 20 B&H. Not that you can afford to smoke now, you know, these days. I mean, them all smoking them vaping things, that tells you them wuss, you know, instead of inhaling smoke, you inhaling oil. So them telling you them wuss. So if you smokes them, you know, just be warned. Right, I mean, I remember when I used to smoke, we used to have a saying, it was like, "Gis twos on that." Did you ever use that expression? Gis twos on that. Means you want to share that cigarette or your fag with your mate, you know. He says, you know, there's like, "Gis twos on that." And he'd wait till he got about that much and he'd give it to you and try to get about 30 drags off it. Like that, you're puffing on it, you're drawing your breath from gonal. That's a good night. Have you heard that? And drawing your breath from gonal means you're taking in big deep breaths. You know, yeah, you'd stick a pin in the fag so you could smoke it all the way to the end. How many of you have done that? Drop it in the comment. I bet you there's a load of folks out there who used to do that. Right, where am we? Oh, well, Snap. Snap and Fiddle. Do you know what that is? You do? It's food, innit? It's food, like, you know, like, what we got? No, I ain't got no food. No food, no. Oh, hey, right, now, we got to speak about some food, though. We am all. Right. A piece. Do you know what a piece? A piece or a PC? Not like a computer PC, a PC, right? A piece or a PC is either like a piece of bread or a sandwich. So it's like, you know, on a PC means you want a sandwich. You want a piece means you want a piece of bread and butter. It's like a cob. You had like a cob. Or, now, in the black country, I'm called cobs. Everywhere else, they're called bread rolls. You know, so if somebody else, the black country comes in and wants a bread roll or something, when you want about. Oh, yeah, means a cob, or I can give you a cheese cob or an ham cob, or a bowl of soak. Do you know what a bowl of soak is? No, it's not when you're soaking in the bowl. You're having a wash. Now, a bowl of soak is when you cut up the onion and the tomato and the cucumber. You sticks it in a dish and you pours the vinegar in and you soaks it in there and you has that with your tie. Oh. Faggots and pies. Do you know what faggots and pies? If you don't know what pies are, pies and peas. You know, we are faggots and peas. So, but in the back country, it's faggots and pies, right? You know, yeah. Or you can go down the chip shop. That's the chip shop. Going down the chip shop. Or I'm going down the shop. Get myself a bag of suck. Yeah, a bag of suck, oh, bag of... Well, you come out, I'm getting them everywhere. Yeah, bloody hyper now, right? He loves his suck down here. Oh, calm down, Milia, calm down. You're calm now. We got to name this one. Anybody want to name him? Oh, no, it could be a she. No, I can't tell. No, there's nothing under there. Could be a he or a she. Anyway, drop it in the comments if you want to name it. Right, calm now. Right, where am we? Right, bag of suck. Going chapping. Any other wenches out there who'd use that and say, oh, I'm going chapping. Means they're going out looking for blokes. You know, it's an old expression. They probably don't use that term anymore, you know. So that would do. But did you used to go, I'm going chapping, oh yeah. You'd probably go down to the corner of the street where the chaps are banging around there, smoking a fag waiting for the wenches to show up. Oh. Right, going out with a Boston wench off the Renner. Now, if somebody said, I'm going out with a Boston wench from the Renner. Now, what does that mean? That actually means you're going out with a nice girl from the Wren's Nest, you know. I mean, you do get nice girls on the Wren's Nest, trust me. There are some nice wenches on the Wren's Nest. Right. Or going out with a posh wench. Don't you know what I'm going out with a right posh wench, oh yeah? Oh. Means you're going out with a girl who ain't from the black country and probably speaks normal or speaks with an upper class accent. Hello. Oh, hi, I'm Susan. Something like that, you know. There's a posh wench here. You know, a wench who probably takes a shower every day and brushes her teeth and wears clean clothes, or it'd be a posh wench. Any road, right now, I think we're going to have a little segment from Johnny, so take it away, Johnny.
Underground, overground, wombling free. The wombles of Wednesbury coming our way. How's it going, Johnny? Johnny Womble from Wednesbury here. You all, happy Easter to you, and happy April Fool's Day. Has anybody been fooling you today? I bet you've all had a good day out here, or a day down the pub, like in Wednesbury. You know, the pubs are packed, you know, they're all out on the car park, are they, with the shirts off, trying to get a suntan. I mean, it's only like 12 degrees and a bit of sun, them straight out, are they, shirts off, trying to get themselves as brown as they can. Anyhow, I was just thinking back, back in the day, back into the 70s. I was watching some of that classic Doctor Who. It's Boston, that is. It ain't like the crap they puts on now. I mean, the proper Doctor Who, with William Hartnell and John Pertwee and Tom Baker. He was Boston, he was, I bet there's a lot of you out there who remembers watching Doctor Who back in the 60s and 70s, do you? And diving behind the sofa every time the Daleks come on and sticking your head out to see if they'd gone and it was safe for you to come out. Did you remember them days? If you don't, drop it in the comments. I want to hear from you. And don't you remember listening to Top of the Pops and trying to, if you was lucky enough, right? I mean, if you was lucky enough, if your parents was rich enough, they might buy you a tape recorder. Or if you lived in Wednesbury, they'd go and nick you one. And, Top of the Pops had come on, and you was trying to record all your favourite songs off there. Don't you remember that, don't you? I bet you did. Is anybody out there still got the tapes, That was good times, were they? And, I was thinking, back in them days when everybody was a kid, they had this expression called, get off up your own end. Don't you remember that? If you was like playing up at the other end of the street or a couple of streets away and somebody'd come out and they'd recognise you. There's a good play up your own end. They'll be making a row in the street down here. Oh, good old days, good old school days. Well, the school was so good. Mind you, they're made much better now, haven't they? But, back then you was always wagging it. Did you go wagging it? I bet you did. I mean, the amount of kids who used to go wagging it, I mean, you all was staying in school anyhow, was it? It was a lot more fun going out, going scrumping and stuff, Anyhow, I'm off now, so nice to speak to you, and remember, yam, remember yam, remember, what a yam. See you later, kids.
And we're back. Yeah. Did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy Johnny taking you down memory lane when you was a kid back in the 70s or the 80s or the good old days? Well, thinking back, in a way that kind of was, because you had a lot more freedom then. You could say what you want, do what you want. Nobody gave a toss back then, So you had lots of freedom, but, you was poor and you was hard up and everybody was always nicking stuff and beating the crap out of each other, so... Yeah, there was good sides and bad sides, were there, If you got any memories of the 70s you'd like to share with us, I mean, you could always write in. I mean, till the day I was in Kimber having me lunch, right? Get this. I mean, I was in this cafe over in Kimber in the community centre. And, up until now, there's been about 3 people in there that come up to me. So, no, Joe, how does that John and Swabe show, do you? So I was sitting there on Saturday, I think, or was it Sunday? Oh, it was Saturday, and there was this... dear old lady, I will say. I won't mention her name, primarily because she wouldn't tell me, because I says, if you tell me your name, I'll mention you, and they wouldn't tell me. Not that I'd have embarrassed her, but I says, oh, you're John Everton, aren't you? I says, that's right. I says, oh, what's your show? So hello to everybody from Kimber Community Centre. If you ever goes in there, right, it's a lovely place, reasonable priced, right, and just remember, all the wenches in there, they're all voluntary. They don't get paid, so always tip well, They've actually won a King's Award in there, for voluntary service. So, so you're going to say hello to everybody. If anybody's watching there. Hello to Lilith and Tanith. A couple of Boston wenches there. Right, any road, I better get on. Right, that's the K. Do you know what that is? That's the K. Now, if you're trying to think of something and you can't figure it out, you've got a problem in your head. Somebody comes up with a solution, you go to, oh, that's it, that's the K, that is, that's the K. Oh, right. Oh, Yed on his shoulders. Somebody said, he's got a good Yed on his shoulders, he has. Means you're smart. Means you got a good head on your shoulders, right. Oh, this is a good one. My granddad used to say this about me. He says when I was a kid, he says if I went to him, I says if you used to get into your back, so I would just scratch me back like that. Oh, you like that, don't you? Oh. Oh, you like that? Oh, he likes having his back scratched. You like having your ear tickled as well. Is your back leg going? Have you ever done that to the dog? You tickle him there and his back leg goes. You enjoyed that, did you? All right, let's get on. Right, now where were... Oh, and my granddad used to scratch me back and he'd say, bloody hell, you got a back like a barn doer. A back like a barn doer means you got a big back, means you're a big bloke, you know. Right, what's this now? I think we've already done that one. Draw in your breath from Gornal. That was another one my granddad used to say. He says, his mate, he says, he used to, when he was at work on the railway, he says his mate used to come in and he says he used to pull a woodbine out of his pocket, light it, and he used to go, and he says he'd draw his breath from Gornal. Some of the soft expressions they come out with. Oh, and if you've been smoking, you've got a cough, like most folks out there. Everybody I spoke to now has either got a cough or has had a cough, right? They've had this bug or something that's going around. Everybody's got it. Oh, right, and so you said, what was it, where am I? I says, I've been to see the nurse about this cough. That means you've been to see the nurse about your cough, right? Like this bloke says, I've been to see the nurse about me cough. And it says, take syrup of figs and Andrew's liver salts 4 times a day. And he goes, is that going to cure me cough? He goes, nah, but it's going to stop you from, it's going to make you think twice before you cough. Yes, I know, right. What's it? Oh, now this is one, if you remember, if you was in the pub. Mainly the blokes that have this, them sat in the pub years ago, when I first started drinking many years ago. You'd hear an expression like, says, right, I'm going out back for a slash. Going out back for a slash, don't you know what that is? Just means you're going to the toilet. Out back is where the toilet was, or the bog, going to the bog for a slash. Oh. Right, and then your mate might, if you get up to go out to the bog, your mate might shout to you, oi, when you're in there, get me a box of Johnnies, will ya? No, not a box of Wombles, no, Johnnies. Yeah, I guess we can say that, a box of condoms. But back then they used to call them Johnnies. Get me a box of Johnnies out the machine, will you? Right, oh yeah, and then if you had a few too many pints, you're walking up, right, and you say, you might hear this one. He says, I'm busting, I'm going to go and have a slash in the cut. Yeah, a slash in the cut. Now, I understand if you slash your skin, you get a cut, but that ain't what it means. Now. So I'm gonna have a slash in the cut. It means you're gonna have a piss in the canal, you know. So I'm busting for a piss. So I'm gonna have a slash in the cut. Have you ever used that one? Have you ever actually done that? I'm sure you have. Hands up. Come on, be honest. Drop it in the comments. Just say I've done that. I won't take the piss or nothing because I used to do it all the time. Right, back in the day, that was, right. Right, he's gone black over Bill's mother's. Yeah, he's gone black over Bill's mother's. Means that the sky's gone dark, you know, it's going to rain. You know, if it goes cloudy, he's gone black over Bill's mother's. Oh. Right, right. Yeah, this is one I ain't heard myself, but I reckon the older folks would know this. If somebody says, them jeans are a bit nogging. Bit nogging. Do you know what that means? Means them old-fashioned. So, oh, that's a bit noggy, that is. Means it's old-fashioned. Right. Oh, well, this is one. Got a bob on himself. He says, if somebody says, oh, he's got a bob on himself. Have you all got a bob on yourself, haven't you? Means a person thinks a lot about themselves, thinks they're very special. You know, oh, I'm brilliant, I am. I'm a really good, I am. They say, oh, he's got a bob on himself, hasn't he? Oh, oh, well, so here's one. This bloke comes up. He goes to his missus, he says, I can't find my favourite mug. Where is it? And her turns around and says, I dropped it on the floor and it busts. I bet that's happened to loads of people, like your favourite mug or your cup or your glass. And the missus dropped it on the floor and it bust. means you've dropped it on the floor and it's broken. Yes. Now, don't you start doing that. Now. Oh, here's one. If you was out with your mate, giving him a lift or something, and he feels a bit sick, bit car sick, bit like you, or you're going, stick your head out the window. Stick your head out the window, yeah. Yeah, you like to do that, don't you, when you're in the car? That's it. Let the wind blow through your lug holes, and it's, yeah. And, we're down to the last one now. Says, oh, yeah. Now, it is one. If you go somewhere and you ask for something, right, and they brings it over, say you goes in for some nice fish and chips or something, they brings it over, it looks terrible. And they said, there you go, I saw, what, you know, it's like £5 or whatever it is now. And it looks bad. You might say, oh, by paying for that, you can shove it up your ass. No, not my ass. Not your ass. It's an expression. You can shove that up your ass. Means, I don't want that. I by paying for that. It's rubbish. Yeah. Anyway, I hope we've kept you entertained on this Bank Holiday Monday. Even though none of you are probably going to watch this till Tuesday, because you're probably all still pissed or hungover or something. I bet everybody's getting pissed today, eh, they? Bank Holiday Monday down the pub, eh? Go down the river, or go and bombard some little town, you know, that sees about 6 people a year until it's a sunny day, and everybody descends upon it, you know, catches them all off guard so nobody can park. It was like that in Bridgnorth. You go every week, you can park easy, you know, you can go do your shopping, it's fine. Then the sun comes out and everybody descends upon the town. Next thing you know, you can't park anywhere. You can't get round the town. And all the fair weather tourists have bought everything, you know. Bleeding nightmare, it is all. Right, anyway, well, I'd like to say a thank you to everybody who's watches the show, anybody who writes in. If you've got any, you know, anything you want us to talk about, we'll talk about it, you know, and so I think that's about it now, so time to go on it, so ta-ra, ta-ra a bit, like and share the video. Ta-ra, see ya.
See ya.